Come on, Gina. Good boy.
Oh, you're fine. Isabel, Isabel, come on.
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage. That blessed arrangement. That dream within a dream. Welcome everybody on this wonderful day to the wedding of Amanda and Frank. For those of you here that know me, you know that I am not a minister. But when Frank asked me if I would officiate the wedding, I went online. And according to the internet, I am now an ordained minister. And I checked with the county, and as far as they're concerned, this is all legit, so let's go. We are all gathered here today to celebrate the relationship of Amanda and Frank. While the barbecue, beers, and cocktails are nice, we are mainly here as witnesses and as supporters of the commitment they share with each other. Thank you all for being here. Let us take a moment to acknowledge some very important, wonderful people who are unable to be here today in person. They are certainly missed, but not at all forgotten. Speaking of important people, there is none as important in influencing the life being said. Who gives this woman away to be married to this man?
I love her not.
There are so many songs on the radio, movies in the theaters, verses in the Bible that talk about love, commitment, and marriage. Every wedding we attend, somebody stands here and tries to convey these points. But to me, it comes down to something as simple as this Disney quote. Love is a song that never ends. Seems simple, right? I wanted to find a poem about love or marriage to read today, but before I found the poem I'm actually going to read, I had penciled in the lyrics to Michael Bolton's When a Man Loves a Woman. I think that would have been pretty funny for me, especially as I would have started reading it and started noticing people's faces as they realized what I was reading. Fortunately, I found a poem called Union by Robert Fulghum. It reads, "You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks, all those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will, all those late night talks, that included someday, and somehow, and maybe. And all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all these things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember from this moment in time, before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher. For you have learned so much from each other these past few years. Shortly you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life. And things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife. See, wasn't that better than the lyrics to When a Man Loves a Woman? Although I'm not sure why they called that a poem. There wasn't one rhyme in the entire thing. Vows are your way of openly declaring your promise to each other, as well as to those in attendance here today. Amanda, you can repeat after me. I will keep you, Frank.
I will keep you, Frank.
As my man.
As my man.
I will make you happy.
I will make you happy.
All that I can.
All that I can.
I will love you.
I will love you.
For richer or poorer.
For richer or poorer.
I will love you.
I will love you.
For quiet or snorer.
For quiet.
Frank, will you take Amanda as your wife? Will you love her all your life?
Yes, I will take her as my wife. Yes, I will love her all my life.
Will you have and also hold, just as you have at this time told?
Yes, I will have and I will hold, as I have just at this time told. Yes, I will love her all my life, as today I take her as my wife.
Have you the ring?
You did. Somewhere.
Mine's in that fur.
Oh yeah. Come here, buddy. This is the ring bear, by the way.
We don't want it to fall off.
These rings are a public symbol of the commitment that the both of you are making today. You have heard that that rings symbolize a never-ending love because a ring has no end. But did you know that we apparently wear our wedding bands on our ring finger because this is the only finger that has a vein that runs from it directly to the heart? Isn't that sweet? Well, I checked Wikipedia and that's actually not true. So just put the rings in each other's ring finger. That's just where it goes. Frank, please take Amanda's hand. Repeat after me. As I place this ring
As I place this ring
on your finger,
on your finger,
I give you all that I am
I give you all that I am
and ever hope to be.
and ever hope to be. Uh-oh. Did you get it? Hey, it fits!
Amanda, repeat after me. As I place this ring
As I place this ring
on your finger,
on your finger,
I give you all that I am
I give you all that I am.
and ever hope to be. You have so far professed your love for each other with your vows. You have symbolized your love with your rings. Now I just have one last question for each of you. Frank, do you take this woman to be your wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her, as long as you both shall live? If so, sincerely I do.
Oh, I do.
Amanda, do you take this man to be your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him, as long as you both shall live? If so,
I do.
You can't wait, I like that.
and now, by the power invested in me, by that church on the internet, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Francis, kiss your bride. It is my honor and privilege to present to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Francis Xavier Fontaine III.
Oh, that was so sweet.
It is.